Imagine a world where your life isn't dictated by your 9-to-5 job, where your financial security isn't tethered to a single source of income. This is not just a distant dream, but a potential reality, one that Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a pioneering personal finance book by Robert Kiyosaki, promises to guide you towards. In this book, Kiyosaki discusses the contrasting financial philosophies he learned from the two father figures in his life, which he metaphorically names Rich Dad and Poor Dad. The concept is simple yet profound. Financial independence is achievable if one learns to understand and manage money effectively, rather than just earning it. Kiyosaki, through his narrative, makes it clear that financial freedom is not a luxury, but a necessity in today's unpredictable economy. This book serves as a financial compass, steering you through investments, assets, and entrepreneurial ventures, contrasting sharply with traditional job-centric income advice. Each chapter of Kiyosaki's book peels back layers on the myths of money, revealing that the true power lies not in the amount one earns, but in the knowledge of multiplying it. This financial wisdom, as illustrated in the book, is not taught in schools. It's learned through experience and the right mentorship, as was the case with Kiyosaki's Rich Dad. As we dive deeper into the core lessons from both dads, it's evident that one's approach to money can indeed shape one's destiny. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with the benefit of two influential father figures. His biological father, whom he refers to as Poor Dad, was a highly educated man who held a stable job in education. In contrast, his best friend's father, or Rich Dad, though less formally educated, was a savvy businessman and investor. These two men shaped Kiyosaki's understanding of money and wealth from a young age, leading to the creation of his groundbreaking book. Rich Dad. Poor Dad is more than just a financial guide. It's a tale of two contrasting ideologies. Kiyosaki uses the narrative to highlight how conventional advice, work hard, save, retire, often propagated by well-intentioned parents and the educational system, may not be the most effective pathway to financial freedom. His Poor Dad's approach, focusing on traditional education and a stable career, contrasts sharply with his Rich Dad's push for financial knowledge and independence. The dual father dynamic in Kiyosaki's life brings a unique perspective to the financial advice offered in the book. It portrays not just a clash of financial ideals, but also a deeper understanding of how each philosophy impacts one's financial future. Through this setup, Kiyosaki sets the stage for a detailed exploration of each dad's beliefs and strategies, offering readers a chance to reflect on their own financial upbringing and aspirations. This foundation is crucial as it sets the context for the Rich Dad's wealth-building lessons, which emphasize creating money through strategic investment and entrepreneurial ventures, as opposed to solely relying on a paycheck. As we delve into these lessons, we see how they serve as a blueprint for anyone aiming to escape the rat race and achieve true financial liberation. One of the most striking lessons from Kiyosaki's Rich Dad is the importance of investing in assets, not liabilities. An asset, as described in the book, is something that puts money in your pocket, such as real estate, stocks, or a business, whereas a liability takes money out. This fundamental distinction is at the heart of building wealth, according to the Rich Dad's philosophy. Rich Dad also stressed the significance of financial education. He believed that understanding the market, knowing where and how to invest, and keeping abreast of financial trends are more crucial than the amount of money one starts with. This education goes beyond traditional schooling, focusing on real-world financial strategies that are often overlooked in academic settings. Kiyosaki, through anecdotes and examples, makes a compelling case for self-education in finance. Entrepreneurial spirit is another cornerstone of Rich Dad's advice. He frequently encouraged Kiyosaki to think like an entrepreneur, to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and to create business ventures that generate passive income. This mindset shift, from employee to owner, is what Rich Dad identified as a key element in achieving financial freedom. Moreover, Rich Dad advocated learning by doing. Whether it was investing a small amount in stocks or starting a low-cost business, the experience gained from these activities was viewed as invaluable. This hands-on approach demystifies the process of making money. and breaks down the psychological barriers that often prevent individuals from venturing into entrepreneurship or investments. Section 4. Traditional views from the poor dad. In stark contrast to the rich dad's innovative financial strategies, Kiyosaki's poor dad represented the traditional, risk-averse approach to finances. His philosophy was rooted in the belief of job security, regular paychecks, and the reliance on pensions and social security. He advocated for a good education, hard work, and climbing the corporate ladder as the safest path to financial security. Poor Dad's perspective is reflective of a large segment of society that values stability over risk. His advice centered around saving money, minimizing debt, and investing conservatively. While these are not inherently negative practices, Kiyosaki points out that they often lead to a financial plateau, where one's growth is limited by their income from employment. This section of the book also highlights the limitations of a job-dependent lifestyle. Poor Dad's fear of losing job security often led to conservative financial decisions that precluded higher returns from investments. This mindset, while providing a safety net, also restricts financial growth and independence, making it difficult to achieve substantial wealth. Moreover, Poor Dad's emphasis on academic education, though well-intentioned, did not equip Kiyosaki with the tools needed for financial success. This educational approach, focusing primarily on employment skills rather than financial acumen, underscores a significant gap in traditional schooling. Kiyosaki uses this contrast to advocate for a broader learning spectrum that includes financial education and risk management. Section 5. Relatable anecdotes and practical examples. Throughout Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki uses personal anecdotes to illustrate his financial lessons, making the information more relatable and practical. For instance, he recounts his first venture of creating counterfeit nickels out of lead, which, although illegal, taught him valuable lessons about the workings of money and business at a young age. This story not only entertains but also highlights the entrepreneurial mindset instilled in him by his rich dad. Another significant example is the story of buying an asset first before purchasing a luxury. Kiyosaki explains how, instead of buying a new car, he invested in a small real estate deal that eventually paid for the car. This practical example serves to illustrate the rich dad's principle of making money work for you, rather than working for money. Such stories are peppered throughout the book, offering readers real-life implications of the financial theories discussed. Kiyosaki also shares lessons from his failures, which are as important as his successes. He describes several business ventures that did not pan out as expected, but instead of viewing these as losses, Rich Dad taught him to see them as valuable learning experiences. This approach demystifies failures and encourages a resilient attitude towards financial ventures. Moreover, the book does not just preach about investment in business, but also touches on practical financial habits, like the importance of budgeting and keeping financial records. Kiyosaki emphasizes that these habits, though mundane, are foundational to maintaining and growing one's financial health. This practical advice ensures that the readers can start on their path to financial independence with manageable steps. Section 6. Concluding thoughts on financial wisdom and independence. Rich Dad. Poor Dad is more than just a financial guide. It is a manifesto for financial independence and wisdom. As we conclude, it's important to reflect on the pivotal choice that Kiyosaki presents: the path of the rich dad, characterized by financial education, investment in assets, and an entrepreneurial mindset, versus the path of the poor dad, marked by job security, traditional education, and financial conservatism. The book compellingly argues that financial freedom is not reserved for the wealthy alone. It can be achieved by anyone willing to invest in their financial education and to adopt a mindset geared towards growth and innovation. Kiyosaki's narrative is a call to action, urging readers to step out of their comfort zones, to challenge the conventional financial norms, and to take control of their financial destinies. In embracing the lessons from the rich dad, one not only learns about money, but also about the potential to transform one's life through financial knowledge and courage. It's about choosing wisdom over tradition, action over hesitation, and financial independence over mere survival. As Kiyosaki's journey shows, the choice between rich dad's and poor dad's philosophies is not just about money. It's about the quality and trajectory of one's life. Rich Dad, Poor Dad remains a seminal work in personal finance literature, inspiring generations to rethink their approach to money and to pursue a life of financial freedom and prosperity.